Hey guys, welcome to Sippin' and Spillin' with Sid from 3 Mississippi and Mr. Bunk. Mr. Bunko! Yeah, he's been standing here yelling at me while I've been getting my camera set up. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day. It's Wednesday here right now, which means we have our live tonight, but as you're seeing this, I'll probably post this on Thursday because it's getting later in the day today. And as you're watching it, Frankie and I should be processing birds. Got to do the last 25-ish that are out in the chicken tractor so we can bring the 50 that are in the brooder out here. And I need to get the brooder cleaned out and ready. I've got more runner ducks coming. That's a whole nother story. I messed up when I was when I was arranging the dates for when the birds were going to come. I had to change a bunch of them between the meat birds and everything, and one got canceled because of the weather, and so I had to readjust it. And anyway, in all of that readjusting, I missed one of the orders. And so I have more runner ducks coming, and it was I didn't realize it, and so it's too late to do anything about it, which actually works out because sadly my runner ducks, I had moved them out a little sooner than I would have for their size, but they were getting really cramped in the brooder, and I thought, well, I'll put them out here and, you know, in the run. But they're very kind of nervous by nature a little bit, and they kind of ran through the poultry netting and out into the tall grass area, and never to be seen again. So I think something got them. They were staying in the thing, but I think they ran out later in the day. I thought I had corralled them back in, and I think they got out again because the next day they were gone. And I kept finding them like in the grass. So I think that's what happened, unfortunately. So we fed a coyote or a bobcat or a something. Who knows what we fed? But we fed nature a few runner ducks, unfortunately. So this time, because I won't have anything else in the brooder, it's gonna be really easy for me to just like, albeit messy, but it'll be really easy for me to just leave them in there and take it out. And the nice thing too, I think what we're going to do is once I get all these guys moved out here, we'll have enough of a break in between that we're going to go ahead and finish the flooring, which means I can put sand down, which means it's going to be easier to keep it cleaner with the ducks in there. And then I'll put a cinder block thing up for their water so they can't make quite a mess in there. I mean, they still will because ducks, but it won't be quite as bad as with the shavings where it's like every day it's just wet and you're trying to stay on top of it. And yeah. So I think that's going to be the game plan, to go ahead and do that. And of course, thank you. I still have to go back to church, and now I'm covered in orange cat hair. Story of my life. It's fine. If I don't have fecal matter on me and a little bit of fur, is it really a normal day? It's not. Um, that's life. That's life. It's fine. All these high pressure systems that are coming through, these thunderstorm systems, man, they give me pressure headaches. So I've been battling those a little bit the last few days off and on, and I've got a little one today. It's not too bad, but it's a little cranky. But and then so tomorrow, Frankie and I will do all those birds. Mike and Frankie will bag them probably on Friday night. We usually let them sit in the ice overnight, so I got to remember to get ice on my way back tonight from church before our live. And it was supposed to be rainy today, and it's really cloudy in a lot of spots, but it's also like really beautiful and sunny. And I'm like, oh, I just want to soak up the vitamin D right now, but I don't have time for all that because I went to church this morning. We were doing pantry boxes, and during the summer our schedule is different with that. During the year we usually pack on Sunday night, during when youth would be, and then so it's real easy. Like I go when Frankie goes, and then she just comes home with me, you know. But during the summer they pack them on the day that we distribute. So usually they do it at 1 o'clock, but today they decided to do it at 10 o'clock so the kids could go swim at one of the people's pools for a couple of hours in the afternoon, which they lucked out with nice weather. Even though it's weird, it's like cloudy and looks like it's going to storm, and we are supposed to get rain in like the wee hours of the morning again and some thunderstorms, but right now it's very nice out. So anyway, so I, got Frankie and I there to church, got the pantry boxes loaded, and then ran some errands. I had to go, I had to get stamps. I had to mail my poultry exemption thing for selling chicken, and I had to pick up some prescriptions, and I had to go to the courthouse to pay the truck registration and just some odds and ends like that. And then just got home, and my girlfriend's gonna call me in a little bit. We've been missing each other. So she's out in California, so we're gonna have a little phone date for a little bit before I have to go back to town for pantry box handout. And then I think we're supposed to have nice weather this weekend, which will be great because if I'm able to move the birds on Friday at some point out here, clean that, and I do have one gosling that I hatched out. The other eggs did not make it, unfortunately. If you guys remember, they were due to hatch like right when we were leaving for the meetup. The first gosling hatched like the day we left. Or maybe it was like the night before. I can't remember, but it was like right when we left. And I was like, Frankie, you got to check the humidity. You got to like let me know if they pip. You got to do the thing with the Q-tip but nothing ever pipped. And there was a time where she said she fell asleep and we were without power for a little bit, and she didn't plug that into anything. So I don't know if it got too cold at the wrong, because one was like not, like I opened them all up when they were clearly, so they had stalled out right towards the end, it looked like. So, which is unfortunate, but it happens, and I knew that was a possibility with kind of leaving them at that point. But so I need to get him posted for sale, and get him out of there. So, but that's it, guys. I appreciate you. A short update today. As always, stay blessed, and remember, safety's off.